Welcome. In this video we will list down top 10 best places to live in New Jersey. New Jersey is often associated with a lot of bad things, and neighboring its hipper, grander sister, New York, doesn't help matters. The Garden State is accused of having some of the highest taxes in the country, and being too populated. Scratch that. And being the most densely populated state with 9 million people cramped up in its tiny shores. It's the fourth smallest state by area but 11th largest by population. A land mostly made up of highways, yet traffic is a constant theme here, and rude people, and factory fumes, and landfills, and pricey homes. The thing is, though, every place has its own ups and downs. And while Jersey has some pretty nasty ones, it is not short of its fair share of pluses. Like its enviable location, it is possible to work in New York and live in New Jersey, or spend a Saturday in Philadelphia and be back home for dinner. Here are the best 10 places to live in New Jersey. Number 10. Little Silver. Little Silver is considered one of the happiest places in New Jersey for a reason. Just a few minutes to the famous beaches of Jersey Shore, the town is more of a coastal borough. It is a small community of just 6,000 residents, and one of the most expensive places not just in the state, but also consistently features on many nationwide lists revolving around cost. No matter, the residents who call Little Silver home are crazy rich, and many of them are families with children. Almost all the homes, whose median stands at $597,400, are single-family owner-occupied homes, a reflection of the stability in the local community. Number 9. Ho-Ho-Kus. Ho-Ho-Kus is a tiny borough of 4,132 residents in Bergen County, widely considered one of the best places to live in the state. The major downside to it is a high cost of living. Expect to pay rent averaging $2,243 per month, and if you are one of those looking to invest in a home, the median value rests at the $723,000 mark. That's a bit high for most people, but unfortunately, it's the price you get to pay if you want an area served by some of the best schools in New Jersey, with numerous outdoor activities and low crime rate to contend with. Some would argue these are perks you can enjoy for much less in some places in the state, but households raking $162,386 on average might not deem it too big a price to fork out. Number 8. Susquehanna. Susquehanna is a charming community in Morris County with about 9,000 residents. The cost of living in this uniquely named village is high, but so is the median income, which stands at $120,895. New Jersey has a lot of things damaging its cred, as we initially highlighted, but it also boasts many unique firsts that few states can only dream of. Susquehanna happens to be the site of the first electronic switching public telephone exchange in the world. Beyond that, the crime rate here is slim to none. The unemployment rate is low and the community ranks favorably for its married families. More than 75% of the residents have a college degree and above, and it naturally follows that the local school district in the area be among the best in the state, which it is. Number 7. Saddle Brook. If your job involves lots of time on the road, one of the first places you should consider settling down in New Jersey is Saddle Brook, a small town in Bergen County that is home to 14,000 residents. The area is crisscrossed by multiple major highways like the Interstate 80, the Garden State Parkway and Route 17. In fact, this is considered one of the best places for commuters, and the fact that New York City is just minutes away really says it all. As far as recreation goes, there is plenty in Saddle Brook to keep you occupied, with numerous community events that include baseball game outings, community movie nights and even walks with the mayor. Money magazine listed Saddle Brook the 24th best place to live in America 2017. Median home value stands at $362,500. Number 6. Edison Township. Edison is a small city in Middlesex County with a population of 102,000, which makes it the fifth largest municipality in New Jersey in terms of population. In case you're wondering, the city gets its name from the one and only Thomas Edison, whose home and main research lab were based here, yes, including the lab where the famous 10,000 light bulbs were tested before he finally cracked the puzzle. As with several entries in our list of best places to live in the Garden State, Edison has been featured multiple times on many a best list, and the driving factors behind this are multiple. One is the low unemployment rate due to the presence of many big-name businesses in the area, including the John F. Kennedy Medical Center and Johnson & Johnson. The education system is top-notch, and surprisingly, the cost of living remains lower compared to the rest of the state. Number 5. Oradell. Oradell is a small town in Bergen County that is home to some 8,000 residents. This is a highly affluent neighborhood where median home value hovers upwards of $500,000. A large majority of its residents are well educated, with almost 80% of them, 79.25%, having a minimum of a college degree. Their efforts have not gone unrewarded, as the households in Oradell take home on average $141,550, certainly no mean figure. This is one of the safest places in New Jersey, a tranquil town that is ideal for strolling around with family, with a little firehouse theater one of the major entertainment spots. Number 4. Princeton. If the name rings bells, it's because it is here that the prestigious Princeton University is based. The Ivy League University is one of the best universities in the country. It may be the most famous address in the town of just under 30,000, but there is a lot it has to offer. Princeton's location is almost exactly between New York and Philadelphia, making it a perfect launch pad for anyone who might be making frequent trips to either or both cities. The cost of living can be a bit steep in the Mercer County town, with median home value sitting at $780,300, but the residents also bank handsome figures in the range of $114,645 per household. If you can afford it, few places in the state can promise you a better place to call home. Niche.com named Princeton the third best place to live in New Jersey 2017. Princeton came in at number 1 on the list of best college towns to live in by Smartasset.com, while Athub.com named it the best small city in America from a list comprising over 1,200, and it came in at position 15 on Money Magazine's top towns to live and work in America. Number 3. White Meadow Lake. White Meadow Lake is a suburb in Morris County with a population of just a little under 9,000 people. Happy people. The area is often on the top 10 list of happiest places in New Jersey, but it's really hard not to be if you call this an incorporated community home. White Meadow Lake is easily one of the most picturesque places in the Garden State, and it really does have a lake and meadows. Crime is something the residents probably get to hear about on Facebook, and the unemployment rate is one of the lowest in the state. Throw in a high median income of $116,623, excellent schools, buzzing nightlife, and a commute time of 20 minutes on average, and there is little not to smile about. Number 2. Ridgewood. As mentioned, Bergen County is the most populous part of the state, so don't be surprised if you find quite a few entries from the area on this list. Ridgewood is another suburb from this county, a suburb characterized by an eye-popping mix of Victorian homes and turn-of-the-century farmhouses. The houses in this area are postcard material, and it shouldn't be astonishing to know the average home value in the area stands at an enormous $716,400, with rental prices averaging $1,981 a month. That automatically rules it out as a neighborhood for the ordinary Joe. Of course, there are cheaper homes, but cheap here is somewhere in the range of $500,000, but that hasn't stopped people from flocking here. 25,370 residents call Ridgewood home. Its kids have access to some highly rated schools, and the village offers access to plenty of parks, a thriving downtown and other family-friendly activities. Number 1. North Arlington. Starting us off our list of best places to live in New Jersey is North Arlington, a suburb of 15,800 residents located in Bergen County, the most populous county in the state. North Arlington was included in Time's Money magazine Best Places to Live in America 2017, checking in at number 8. The beauty of North Arlington is that it offers a small town feel yet promises all the perks you would expect while living in the city. In this case, that city happens to be arguably the world's most famous, New York City. This suburb of New Jersey is only 15 miles from the Big Apple's financial district, the world's most prominent financial district. Median home value stands at $349,800 and rent averages $1,223 for a single-family home. Residents have access to an excellent school district, and the area has a low crime rate, not without its cases, but certainly favorable enough to warrant North Arlington a top 10 spot of best places to live in the nation. Other contributing factors include the area's proximity to the Meadowlands Sports Complex and MetLife Stadium.